Right, we're back. So look, man. Inter needed this win, huge win, 100%. They needed this win because I felt that if they had drawn this game or lost this game, it would have been over for them, especially because of how they screwed up against Slavia Prague. So I thought it was a very good performance by Inter. But let's just start first with Dortmund. Not impressed with Dortmund. I thought that how many saves did Handanovic really have to make, really? And it's good that they started Brands because I always say Brands needs to start, but we'll sort of get to Hummels.
Oh,
Are we? Yeah. Look, man, in induction, but basically, I think that they're missing some bites in the attack. I don't know whether Alcatel was injured or not around, but I think without Alcatel or without Marco Reus, the attack just doesn't really have any kind of there's no presence there.
yeah.
So
I think presence definitely is the word because there's no doubt that they have quality in their attacking players, but in terms of players who are really going to provide, as you said, that bite
Yeah.
to their attack, they're really lacking that. Because even with Royce, when they even have Royce to do, they haven't really got like a known proven striker who's going to guarantee you 25, 30 goals, guarantee you goals in those big games.
Alcatel was on a really amazing run. I mean, he's not like a guy you put at one of the best strikers in the world, but for Dortmund, the guy was getting G's.
Again, very good finisher, but a poacher, and he doesn't really fit Dortmund's style of play. And that's why when he was getting those goals, he was normally coming off the bench, getting like those minutes here and there, but he wasn't really like starting in the team and really fitting the system as well as getting those goals that he needs. So I think certainly missing both Royce and Alcacer, it just didn't work today at all.
So before we sort of get to Hummels, let's just leave Hummels for now. Now let's look at Inter Milan. So you said Lukaku's trash. I think like for me, I look at this game and it's like I would have liked him to play all 90 minutes because this is why you bought him. He's a Premier striker and everything. And I look at the game; it's a big game, an important game. Didn't really make much of an impression. And the shocking thing is because I remember seeing Lautaro Martinez a bit in the Copa America. Guys, this guy's like Copa America was all right, but maybe the whole Argentina thing. He's been phenomenal for Inter Milan. I think him mixed with Skriniar and De Vrij have been like Inter Milan's best players. And it's like he's really taken over for Lukaku. So for Lukaku, are you disappointed he's not really shown up more in the for instance, he didn't really have a great game against Juventus, another big game, he didn't have a great game here? Or is it like, it's what you expect from Lukaku? You can't be disappointed because you think he's a complete utter brick. Tim.
First and foremost, I never said he's complete trash.
Okay.
I rate Lukaku for what he's good at. Is he aesthetically good to watch play football? No, he's not.
It's harsh.
But he's good at what he does, though.
He's signed by Jay-Z, by the way. He's on Jay-Z's thing. So.
For real?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
Rock Sports.
Rock Sports.
I mean, I can basically, guys, someone was basically it's his sports brand of his rock hard.
Oh, okay. I mean, he's kind of into like the American hip hop culture.
Yeah.
So. I mean, if you saw his podcast that he released, remember when he released that video and then he's talking about how there's certain guys in the Man United squad who were celebrating being World Cup winners when they weren't even at the squad.
Yeah.
That was funny. But back on topic, really good striker, really good goal scorer, but obviously not a great all round player. And I think the main problem that you're talking about there and what you're alluding to is his lack of goals in big games. He was known for not scoring in big games in England. That was a problem at Man United, a problem at Everton, a problem at Chelsea, and there's obviously a problem now with Inter Milan. Even for Belgium at the World Cup, he scored in a lot of goals in the group stages, but against Brazil, what did he really? Good performance, but not a goal. And against France, completely disappeared. But again, we've known that about Lukaku. I mean, I've even said that he's going to be top scorer in Serie A this season. So he's going to score more goals than Cristiano,
which is
crazy. He has so far as well. Not crazy, but we'll see. I'll be proven right. But again, pertaining to today, didn't have the most impact, but then he got taken off for your guy Despacito, who came on, won the penalty. Also, we'll talk about Hummels as well, but I think tactically from Conte, especially once he got one up, I think it was a really good showing from him. Who needs to have a good showing because he's not had the best record in the Champions League.
Conte. Yeah, bro, he show. But let's quickly look Lautaro Martinez. I think this kid looks great. Yeah, I think he looks absolutely amazing, and I think what's just like his. Because for me, whatever things that impress me about players is basic ball control and technical ability, and he has quality technical ability, but also his footballing brain and what he thinks of doing. I just think is really great. He makes really nice, clever decisions in key places in the attack. Should have maybe scored the penalty, but still, I just felt like that goal that he scored was quality. So, I mean, do you think that Lautaro Martinez as the frontline attacker is enough to maybe make Inter Milan go deep enough, or they need a bigger name with a bigger personality, a much more world-class superstar that they can really rely upon?
I think it's going to have to be a combination of him and Lukaku. I think where the other strengths lie, and the weaknesses are there, that's where the other person has their strengths as well.
Yeah.
So they complement each other quite well in that aspect. I think maybe even Sanchez potentially, when he comes back from injury, could be another really good.
Yeah, Sanchez, he's another
really
Sensi, yes.
Yeah, Sensi is
huge. Like, people say that's probably Inter Milan's probably best player and the most important player.
Yeah, I think I said at the start of the season he's going to be their most important player with the creativity that he brings to the team. But I mean, Lautaro Martinez, man, we were raving about some of his touches, his turns today. I mean, it's a quality player. I mean, even some of his movement, especially for the goal, great ball from him to fry over the top.
Oh, that was an amazing ball.
Completely exposed Weigl at centre back, which again Favre needs to answer to. I don't know why Weigl playing at centre back, but. Again, maybe we'll get onto that, but and then obviously a really good finish, really good touch and finish. But
we know what I was saying,
yeah,
people like that's a ball over the top kind of pass. People don't use that enough. Obviously, it's very hard to utilize, but again, that's what Barcelona use to perfection, especially against guys that have like a low block or guys with many men behind, because like. How many times have we seen Messi give that ball to Alba?
Yeah.
Like so many times, just boom, he times the ball over because again, it's about the timing of the run and on the balls. But I just think like that is such a effective way of breaking down a defense because you can't pass through guys unless you have like 5 or 6 Daniels. That's what I'm gonna do. So, but I just thought for the drive for a defender. So he does a ball like that. That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Same thing what Luis does as well. But,
oh wow, some Luis credit from. Hey, you must be in a good mood today. You must have silenced some haters today.
Yeah, sounds like haters. You must say, man.
Well, back to Inter Milan.
Yeah, that's it. So okay, no, I'm not gonna look at Hummels. You say that he's done. You see, for me, I said that when Dortmund got Hummels from Bayern, I thought that was a very nice, shrewd, good signing. I'm not ready to say that he's done and he's finished, but. I am seeing shades of... Because remember, defenders can play till they're 35, 36, 37, 38. So defenders are not the same as attackers. Well, like, if you're an attacker, by the time you're 30, you're on the decline. What's it called? Cannavaro won the World Cup and the Ballon d'Or when he was like in his mid-30s or something. So, but you feel that he's finished and he's done, and he could... So do you think he could be a liability? For Dortmund, especially having to, because he was brought in to try and usher and help Akanji and so forth and bring experience and some stability in that defense. But you look at how Inter Milan were really running past him, especially on the counter, and how Hummels was strong and really keep up with them, and even with the foul that he gave away, is he a liability?
He's a massive liability.
Massive
liability. I'm on the verge of writing him a eulogy and talking about how great he was and just saying, yeah, he's finished, he's washed. But I'm going to give him...
Who's worse now, him or Boateng?
Oh, easily Boateng.
Thank you.
Boateng's been done for a while,
to be classic.
I'm not quite ready to say Hummels is completely done. I think he's still got uses for Dortmund, but I think they need to tailor their game around him because with how they like to play a high line, which is why they were exposed by the balls over the top, he's just not got the pace anymore. I mean, we saw it in the second half where one guy went past me, he's like, you know what, I'm going to F this, I'm going to just grab the guy and hold him back.
That's when you don't have that speed anymore.
He's not got the legs anymore, and he was someone who relied on a bit of his physicality, his strength. Obviously, very good technical defender, especially, but he always had a better speed in his prime, and he's clearly losing that right now. And it's obviously that's going to be exposed a lot more playing for a side like Dortmund, who rely on high pressure, who rely on speed in their attack and their defense. So it's a problem for him, and it's something he needs to address. And we get a lot of criticism for Joachim Löw, how he wants to revolutionize Germany now with all the young players coming in with the likes of Tar, Rudiger, Süle. And maybe we said it was too soon to get rid of all these experienced players, but in the case of Hummels, I was starting to see why it was right to almost get rid of him because he's not looked good so far in the Champions League this season. So
so I want to know. So that really moving on from that right now. So Inter Milan, they have this key victory now. And I still believe that Barca will win this group.
Yeah.
So it's the Barca first for second. So the way that you see things now, the game now returns back to Germany and Dortmund. I believe Dortmund win that game. If they don't, Inter in the driving seat. So you even mentioned this before. Conte has a really bad record in the Champions League. Do you feel that Inter Milan will take that second spot? Or do you think that things will dramatically change and Dortmund will take the second spot? And that draw against Slavia Prague in the opening game will come back to haunt Inter.
That very well could. I think it's definitely going to come down to that game at Dortmund. Definitely going to come down to that game.
So if you feel that Inter have to win that game? Or can they survive with a draw?
They have to avoid defeat in that game. Definitely. I think if Dortmund win, then it's Dortmund's to lose at that point because... Yeah. I think Dortmund have shown that they can get a result against Barcelona. I think Inter Milan still have to play Barcelona at the San Siro, but we'll see how that works out.
So Dortmund play Barcelona in Germany?
Dortmund already played Barcelona at Germany. They should have
won. Okay, yes. So they played them at the new camp. They played them at the new camp.
The Stegen made the save from Royce from the penalty spot.
Yeah.
I think Dortmund have shown a capability more likely to then take points away from Barcelona. But we'll see. I mean, even Barcelona haven't looked the most assured in this group so far. So we'll see what points maybe they're going to give up against the likes of Inter Milan or Dortmund. So it's up for grabs, definitely. But I think that right now in the driver's seat is Barcelona. And I think Inter Milan, with obviously the momentum of winning this game, going into Dortmund, just knowing that they need to really get a draw, potentially maybe sit deep like they did today, and then hit Dortmund on the counter-attack. The possibilities are there for them to certainly get through this group. Where, for looking from the first match day, it looked like it was almost all over straight away.
Yeah. I mean, like, how they did it with the ball. Okay, so I need a hardcore answer from you right now. Who goes through? Because, like, I'll go first.
Okay.
Barcelona will win this group. Inter will get second. Because I feel that... Because I watched a bit of Dortmund's game against Mönchengladbach, and I'm watching this game now. There's just something there. And I think maybe it's Lucien Favre and his tactics. I think maybe his tactics have gone on a bit still. Because for me, I believe that Inter will get a draw. They may even win. They may even beat Dortmund in Germany. They may, but I think you know what? I think that they'll get a hard-fought draw. I think they get a 0-0 draw.
Okay.
Good old school 0-0 draw. And I feel that they'll then... Because they have to play Barcelona in Italy.
But then they got to go away to Slavia Prague. You've already dropped points against.
I still say that it's Inter get it done. It's tricky, but I still say Inter comes second. What about you? I say that everything is aligning with Dortmund based on Inter's games.
I tried to circle away from answering, but since you're pushing me to an answer, I'm going to say that something missing that you mentioned earlier potentially could be to do with Favre's tactics, but I'm going to say it's Marco Reus. And Marco Reus should be back in time for certainly the last two Champions League group stage games, maybe even the next game against Inter Milan in the fortnight. So I reckon once they get Reus back, because I think they just need one of Reus or Alcacer to be back, someone who can get them those goals, because they create chances today.
Those guys are missing.
And Danovic should have to make a couple of saves to be fair, but I think once they get one of those hitters back, I think they'll be able to hopefully, for their sake, win that game against Inter Milan. I think if they win that game, then they're all set.
You don't know, for me, if Dortmund beats Inter, I think it's heavily in Dortmund's favor.
You know what it is? I think the game against Slavia Prague is very important, because I think I trust Dortmund more to break down a team like Slavia Prague than I do Inter Milan, which is why they struggle at home in the Serie A. And
they have to play them away from home.
Yes. So I'm going to go Barcelona first and then Dortmund second.
Okay. Guys, remember to like the vid, share the vid, and remember to also follow your boy Forward on his Twitter page in the description box below. Haters, Chelsea, Ajax, what's so eating? Bada bingo!